Hey everyone, it's Alan with 𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗀. Welcome back to another new video. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I made these beautiful golden girls with the nude beach vessels. I'm super excited with how these came out. Now, these were made using Hydrostone, and I'm using Homeware Designs pigments. Now, I like to add a few drops of these to my water to get a very light base color. You'll find that with Hydrostone, if you're using these pigments as a base, they're not very potent, but to get beautiful marbled swirls, they work excellently. And you're gonna see just how beautiful and how easy these are to use. So I just added about 6 drops in there, and that's gonna provide a base that's not quite as white as Hydrostone. It'll just add some interest and blend really well with the other colors. Now I just mixed that in with my water, and I'm gonna be adding my dry Hydrostone right to this water. Now, Hydrostone is not like 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗏. You have to measure it right to the gram because it's very particular with how much water you do add. Now, if you're looking for my exact formula, the ratio of water to Hydrostone that I consistently use for all my projects, then please check out my Patreon down below. I have all that available for you guys right at the $5 level. But as always, I will be going over the full formula or the full process right in this video so you can see exactly how I achieved this result. Now I'm adding a couple more drops of this brown color right into the batter, and then also a couple drops of Sunkissed. Now she has several different palettes. The Sunkissed is from the Autumn palette. These are available on Etsy, and I'll try to link her shop down below for you guys. This was my first time using these pigments the last couple months, and I've been really happy with how they work for marbling. Now I'm using this little silicone spatula to obtain kind of a swirled effect, and you'll see how I pour this. It's kind of like, I think the term is an acrylic pour. All these supplies that I'm using, including the buckets and the little spatulas, and this gold that's actually bronze dust, you can find linked down below in my Amazon storefront. Now you can swirl this as much as you want or as little as you want. You have to kind of play around with it. I will say, if you are making multiple vessels, you're gonna wanna add a few more drops, usually after each pour, because it will kind of go into the first vessel. The way I like to do it with Hydrostone is I will pour each of these a little bit, probably like halfway, and then go on to the next one. And that helps me to get the most out of my batter, or out of my marbled colors, but I do often add in a few more drops after each one as well. Now, one of my tricks for all of these vessels is I will use whatever color I want as the base, and then that same color as one of the colors that I'm using for the marbling. And it helps the base of the vessel to go more with whatever colors I'm marbling it with. And then I'll choose a second color that's kind of similar to the first color. So I promise you that you can do this and make beautiful vessels even if you don't have an eye for color, just by using my strategy. And then I like to add the gold dust after I've added the other 2 colors. Now with Hydrostone, I've mentioned this in several videos, but you can't use metallic paints like you can with 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The curing process of Hydrostone is highly exothermic, so it releases a lot of heat, and it sets up so fast that the metallic paints just peel right off. They're not able to fully solidify properly. So I do use aqua bronze, and you can get it right on Amazon, that little jar that you just saw. It looks really, really expensive for what it is, because it's like $20 for one of those jars, but you get so many vessels out of it. And you just saw how I added that in with a paintbrush right after I had added my metallic colors. I think that it's actually, I haven't worked the cost out per vessel, but I think that it may actually be around the same price, if not cheaper, than the metallic paint by DecoArt and Folk Art that I've used for so long with 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. So you can see these vessels, I'm doing a batch of 4, but I'm adding in the colors a little bit more after each one, and I'm pouring each vessel to about halfway. Now, another tip with Hydrostone that I really want to underscore is these vessels, you actually want to overfill a little bit, Because there's more water required with Hydrostone than cement-all, you end up, after your vessel has solidified in the mold, with a mold that is much less full than you originally poured it. So you want to pour these to overflowing. You can see how that vessel on the left looks like it's going to overflow, but you'll see once these fully solidify in about 45 minutes that has gone down substantially. And that is because the water is evaporating really quickly and there's more water to begin with than cement-all. So you want to overflow these, and I calculate my fill for these vessels to allow for that slight overfill. If you don't do that, what's gonna happen is you're gonna get these little rivers that kind of look like cracks coming down your vessels. And that is because you are basically not having enough medium, and as it's evaporating, it's creating these little kind of rifts in your vessel that they may not be full cracks, but they're little kind of weak spots in your vessel that you, in my opinion, really don't want, and you can totally avoid if you overfill them slightly. And you can see how beautiful these come out. I don't use a dental vibrator or anything for these. I just tap them pretty well, and the formula that I use of Hydrostone to water, it just works really well. I've played with a lot of different numbers, and I feel like I've finally gotten it down to a science. And as I mentioned, you can check out my Patreon down below right for that formula, and then you also do unlock all my formulas pretty much for 𝗏𝗧𝗏. I make right available to you guys at the $5 level, and there's no obligations with that platform at all. You can join and cancel at your leisure. I created it just how I would want it if I were a subscriber myself. Now, you can see how a couple of these vessels do have where there's a little spot on them, and that could have been because there was a clump in the batter or just how the swirl went in. Now, I've played around so much and I've just found that it's not totally avoidable. What you can do though is repair it. And as you can see, I just took some distilled water and some of that 𝗏𝗏𝗏, which is the main color that you see on these vessels. And with a foam brush, I'm just going in. Right after I demolded these, you can do it right at, like, I would say a few hours after. And I'm just going in and filling out that color and kind of blending it in. Now, this does take time, but it's worth it in my opinion, and you definitely don't have to do it on every vessel. It's just gonna come up occasionally, and you can easily repair it like this. And then you'll also see how after I do this, I'm gonna go ahead and add in some gold dust, and then a gold color that's similar to the dust color that's a little bit of a different texture that's just gonna create some more dimension and interest. When you're doing concrete, it's really a labor of love. You spend so much time doing this kind of stuff, but it's all worth it in my opinion because you end up with a product that is so unique. Now, this gel stain right here is similar to the gold dust color, and I'm gonna combine it with the gold dust, but it's gonna add a little bit more texture and dimension. Trust me, I've played around with a lot of different golds, and this is the one that just works best for me. I'll try to put a link for it below. In the products mentioned, you can find all the specific links for a video. And then if there's something missing, just comment and I can add that link in as well for you guys. But you can see I'm mixing it in with some of that aqua bronze, and it creates this kind of irregular look that I'm obsessed with. But it is a process, and you have to kind of trust the process because as you're doing it, it just feels really messy. So on the paintbrush, I'm tapping sorry, the view isn't that good, but I just tapped on a little bit of that. And then I'm using that other gel stain on the sides of the vessel and combining those two together to create this kind of irregular look. And you'll see, it looks like a mess right now, but you'll see how this actually ends up turning out. It takes, you know, like one vessel might take 10, 15 minutes. But for me, I like each one to be kind of a unique piece of art. Now, I want to talk a little about the fragrance. So these vessels, the candle was based on our Golden Girls candle, which has been our bestseller in the summertime for literally since I started. And it uses Candle Science's mango and coconut milk. It is just a huge customer favorite for us. But for the Concrete Candle of the Month subscription box, I wanted to make this a little bit more unique and a little bit more luxury. And so I combined that fragrance with a fragrance by Stone Candles that is called Santal. And I did buy the very expensive concentrate of that fragrance. And those two together create this kind of, like, the Santal adds It's, by the way, so similar to 𝗬𝗪 33 by Le Labo. It is the best 𝗬𝗪 that I've encountered, but on its own, it doesn't work very well in a candle. But you can blend a small amount of it with another fragrance, and it adds such a luxurious, dry, woody note to it that has this kind of upscale hotel, not kind of, like just downright luxe hotel character to it that smells straight up like 𝗬𝗪 33 by Le Labo. And yeah, so it's those two fragrances blended together, and it just amplifies like the luxurious character of like mango and coconut milk, because the Candle Science fragrance on its own is, I would not say upscale. It's just a customer favorite, and it is my favorite mango and coconut milk. And I've tried so many, trust me. It throws really well, and it's a sweeter fragrance, but you get this kind of true character that is tropical, and it's just warm and cozy. It's like a hug at the same time, if that's possible. So you're gonna see in just a little bit how we blend those together. And I wanted this vessel to almost look like someone's skin, but better. Kind of that vibe was what I was going for with these. And I couldn't be happier with how they turned out. There were some people saying in my short that it looked like Jupiter as well. And I could also see these looking like autumn leaves. Like this could be a good vessel for that. But I just get this character of a sunset at a beach and this kind of your skin but better vibe. And I'm just thrilled with how these turned out. And each one is going to be a little bit different. You're not going to be able to create a uniform product, in my opinion, with Hydrostone when you're doing marbling. You can use the same technique, but you're going to get different results, I feel like, each time. It's kind of like making cold process soap. Like you can make it the same to an extent, but then there's going to be this level of uniqueness to the batch. And that's just how it goes. And that's part of the fun. And that's part of what our customers really love too. Now, there are, I think, just a few slots left of this candle, and I can't believe it. We have like almost 50 subscribers. I started this in January, and I cannot believe how successful it has been. A concrete candle subscription box was like my #1 business goal for 2026. And so yeah, there's just a few slots left at the time that I'm posting this video. So I'll put a link down below if you do want to join. It's such an honor and privilege to be able to make these every month. And it's a huge time investment too, because I not only put a lot of time into making each vessel unique, but I put a lot of time into making the fragrances complex and also throw really well. These are just a 3-inch diameter candle, but the fragrances that you're gonna get are ones that I've probably tested, for each month, a total of probably 10 different candles and 3 or 4 different fragrance blends to get something that's really show-stopping. With these fragrance blends, what I like to do is I will take a chopstick. You can just use a metal chopstick, and after you've blended your 2 fragrances, give them a good stir. Do you see how there's you can almost see in the beaker how there's not clarity, a little bit of separation there? You want to stir until that's all gone and mixed. And then I'm using CB2 wax with these, and I like to heat that wax up just above 200 degrees with my stick thermometer. And then I will add the fragrance oil at that temperature, and I will pour usually around 160 with Hydrostone. I like to let it get a little bit cooler before I pour. And that is because even though there's a really high PSI, Hydrostone does have sometimes a tendency to create small fissures in the vessel, so small cracks in the vessel if you pour at too hot of a temperature. So 160 I found works really well with CB2 or with any wax that you're using for Hydrostone. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, it would mean the world if you'd give it a thumbs up. I am so obsessed with how these came out, you guys, and very little efflorescence with this. It's a combination of my formula and then the pigments that I am using, and making these indoors in a relatively low humidity environment, so less than 60% humidity. All that in combination is going to minimize your efflorescence and maximize the beauty of these vessels. I like to do a single pour on these, and then I will trim the wicks usually the next day. And you're gonna see in just a second how these turn out. I'm super, super excited with these. And as I mentioned, there's just a few slots left. So if you do wanna join, there is a link down below. and I can't wait for you guys to get this candle. I'm sending all of you peace, love, and light, and I'm wishing all of you happy candle making. I'd like to take the time to thank my patrons for their incredible support.
Good things come with ease, don't resist. Thoughts and words hold power to make life. You will always win if you keep your peace. Breathe in, breathe out, just relax, good will flow. Breathe in, breathe out, healing comes as you grow. Do the things you know will light your fire. Make tomorrow proud of this day. Authentic is the key to connect. Build the skills you need to ride the waves. Breathe in, breathe out, just relax.